Hello and welcome to the Art of the Oracle. If you're new, my name is Virginia and I welcome all the new followers coming to the channel. I hope you're enjoying what you see. If there's anything that you would love to see as part of a reading, I welcome any questions that you might have or any readings that you might like to see geared around something. So until then, today or all this week, I've decided to use all three of these. So Colette kind of gives us information about real difficult things sometimes that we need to release. She kind of goes in depth. I love Alana Fairchild's version here that she brings forth because there's a lot of juicy information in what she gives. Also with Colette Baron-Reid, we have the spirit animals. And then finally with tarot, we have the light seers. So let's dive in and see what these cards have to offer. Now, yesterday I started with Colette. So let's ask Colette what we most need to hear. I'm going to take those two that popped out. Sometimes the images are quite, I love showing them, but if if these things bother you, then, please look away. But these are the beautiful cards that are portrayed by Colette. And as you can see, this one is about losing your head. Really beautiful. Chinnamasta is the name of this one. In order to grow, the soul may need to separate itself from that once it relied upon. And really, that's about separating your thoughts and your actions, separating things that may no longer serve you. Oppression will be overcome. Do not cling to what has been. Sometimes the best way to heal from the past is to cut it off completely and focus on inner regeneration and reorientation towards a more fulfilling future. You shall know true love and freedom. Yeah, so sometimes we kind of get caught in these cycles, right? And we're afraid, I think, sometimes to completely let go of things because, let's face it, sometimes, even though we don't really know this consciously, that sometimes it's scarier not to have, even if the thing that we have is causing us pain. Meaning like a bad relationship, or we're living in an area that we don't love, but we know there's a lot of work in getting out of that area, or a job that isn't serving us, or just some outdated stories that we believe in. If in your heart you have stories that, okay, maybe you're not the smartest one in the family, or you're not, you're never going to have enough money to do this or that, or whatever the story is that you tell yourself, or whether it's subconscious or consciously, kind of sit with yourself and ask yourself, what is it that is ready to be released? And that's one of the reasons why I'm bringing out Colette, because I think it's very important at this time to listen, to really deeply listen to the stories we're telling each other and the stories that we're listening to. What are we drawn to? Because more than likely, if we're drawn and we feel that a story resonates with us, there's some aspect of that still lingering within us. So the next one is Mahakali, and it says, you can trust that which is happening now will give way to a new expression when the time is right. That right time will be the best time, when the readiness matches the requirements for success. So yeah, so basically what that's saying is that when you're ready to let go of something, you're going to let go of it. When you're ready to move on, you're going to move on. And if you're not there, it's because it's still serving you somehow. Attend to your work with determination and hope in your heart, and trust that the divine is taking care of everything else. Your progress is spiritually protected. So beautiful messages from Colette. I really do appreciate Alana and what she brings in this, because sometimes she says the thing that is hard to hear, right? That don't cling to what has been. That sometimes we do for many reasons, but know that you're not a victim of anyone or anything, and that you have autonomy, you have divinity, and you can leave situations or things that aren't feeling right. And if you're not, then there's a reason why you maybe feel imprisoned or are keeping yourself imprisoned. In that. It's interesting. Yesterday was, I think, 38 and it equaled 11. Today is 47, which equals 11. And I love this pig spirit. Use your mind wisely. So I have this kind of thing that every now and then I'll see a flying pig in the clouds in the sky. And I always feel like, oh my gosh, something really amazing is going to happen. And that's what I feel like this card is. And I'm going to go to the guidebook to get additional information. But what I feel like is that it's a lucky time. So the number 4 to me is around stability. 7 is around options and choices that you have with something possibly coming into your life. And 11 to me is a divine number, bringing in almost like, depending on how you see these ones, but this divine oneness. And when it's doubled like that, oh, look at this. We have a card out here that stayed down, and I think that it's relevant somehow into, look at that. We're back to 4 again, the Badger spirit would be fearless and bold. Yeah, so both of these cards, one, as I'm talking about 4 being, to me, it's my life path number. You can look into numerology and find out what that is, and that's around stability. And my life is centered around creating stability for myself and hopefully helping others to find stability as well. And so this is reiterating that 4 number. Be fearless and bold. Don't be afraid to find out who you truly are and to move forward, even if that doesn't fit in with societal norms. I think that all of that is changing right now, that we are beginning to realize that the things that we have been following that haven't felt necessarily true to us is because they haven't been. All of these rules and regulations and these systems have all been created for only a few people, right? A lot of these things, even if they were created for society, so they speak, I mean, they're so outdated. Society has changed. We have, these systems that imprison us literally and figuratively within systems that are completely outdated. So it's asking you to really know what, like we had last week, what is working for you. Use your mind wisely. In the guidebook, it says you're being called to respect your analytical mind and use it for the highest good, recognizing that all facts must be considered, even when they do not fit with what you already know. Spirit blesses us with wisdom when we allow Pig Spirit to nudge us into open mind, thoughtful dialogue, whether with others or internally. You are intelligent and capable of clear-minded thinking, shaped by the wisdom you have accumulated and the intuition that will tell you when you have more learning to do because you don't have all the facts. So basically, I think in a nutshell, it's telling you, if you've got some things that you're not sure of which way to go, really sit with that. Sit with, like, what do you know? Write down the facts. Be analytical about it. The 4, again, reiterated in here, be fearless and bold. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to really look at the things, the challenges, things you need to change, things that you need to lean into and move in that direction. So let's go to the tarot and round out this week's reading. What else do we need to know about this reading on this Tuesday as we move forward? And if it's not Tuesday, it'll be, whatever time you were meant to hear this. And this is, interestingly, like, this is about leaving something that isn't working for you. So a lot of times the 5, of course, is around change, but the Cups energy is our heart energy, our open-heartedness. This is a lot because she's in the dark here and she's got all these empty bowls. These are experiences that she's had that's left her really wanting and feeling like she's not fulfilled in whatever. And it's male or female, but in this image, it's a woman not being fulfilled. And she's like dumping it all out. It's almost like there's a hopelessness about this card, that she's at night and she's literally like tired of wanting, perhaps, and knowing that something needs to change. And that's exactly right. In order to grow, the soul may need to separate itself that it once relied upon. Oppression will be overcome. So it's asking you to really think about it. What is it that you need to let go of? We all need to let go of something. Everybody needs to let go of something. There are situations, people, just stories, old things that you're telling yourself. Sometimes that's what that is. So in this card, it's exactly that. It's telling you it's time to change the way you've been thinking, and it's time to let go of outdated things. Okay, so I'm going to take these first couple, and there are several here, 4. So let's see. Beautiful card. I love that it's 4 because we're back to 4 again, right? This is telling us that as we're moving forward, it's creating a stability, a foundation, a basis for us to be able to build upon. And with the Empress card is exactly that. She is divinely guided, intuitive, creative. This is a divine feminine aspect, saying that there's abundance, luck, something when you're willing to let go and release and allow these old things to not take up your time and space, it'll give you the opportunity to create. And we had this card yesterday, another 4. Do you see a pattern here? We have 3 4s. This is all about stability and creating magnificent change forward, creating the foundation to build upon here. And it's time. This card is right here in the center, letting us know that, like, you know, as you're releasing, something will come in its place. We have this, so we have 2 major arcana cards. These are minor influences, but these are saying that these influences are leaving. She's looking to the past. She's looking down at what was. These are looking ahead. They're looking forward. They're moving in a direction of creativity, abundance, and dreams fulfilled. And the last card here is the 10 of Wands, which is the ending of struggle, the accomplishment, the getting over the Wands is around where we're putting our focus, our energy, our creativity, our passion. And when we reach the end of something, it means that we now have help with the Wands. We don't have to carry everything by ourselves. And she's moving, you know, she's carrying all of her wands, but they're neatly tucked away, and she has help carrying them. She has really moved on from what was, from the burdens of the past. And where is she going? This is still in the night, so we don't exactly know. That's going to be up to you where you go. You make all the decisions on where you go, what you're willing to take with you. What are your dreams? Are you following your intuition? Are you letting go of the past? Are you allowing what needs to come in to really kind of come in and take hold? She knows it's there, but she hasn't fully accepted it yet. And that's where I feel like we are. We're kind of in this liminal space where we're not here and we're not there, and we're kind of floating around. Now is your creative moment. Now is the time to release the things that no longer serve you. So I think this is just an absolute beautiful way to wrap up today's message. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. Excuse me, in the comment section. See, I'm so excited. I'm fumbling over my words. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye now.